Attorney Avi over here. I'm happy you're watching this video, and you've probably clicked on it because your case is taking longer than you had hoped to get adjudicated. Why is this happening? It's happening for several reasons. Let me start by saying Social Security disability benefits are not like unemployment benefits. You can't just go to the website, fill in an application, and boom, in a couple days you get approved. Social Security disability benefits is a very slow process. It has to be assigned to a worker, first in the district office. It then has to be assigned to a DDS, Disability Determination Service worker, who's going to request all the medical records from all of your providers, who's going to go ahead and send you a function report and a work history report, and who may order a consultative examination, a CE for you, where you're examined by one of their doctors. All this takes time. And the more doctors you have, the longer it's going to take, because Social Security needs to wait for all the records to come in. That could take some time. Some hospitals use copy services. Some hospitals or doctor's offices only have one person working in there and they're behind. They're overworked and underpaid. It can take time. I like to call this a hibernation period or a quiet period or a lull. It doesn't mean that nothing is going on. It doesn't mean that my office is not keeping you up to date or not filing anything or not looking in on the case. It just means that your case hasn't been assigned. It can take 8 to 10 months at the application level. It could take 8 to 10 months at the reconsideration level. Be patient. Your claim is going to be worked as soon as it gets moved through the queue and it gets assigned to someone. What do you do during this waiting period, during this hibernation time? You build up your medical records. Medical records, medical records, medical records. You go to the doctors, you go to the specialists. You take the MRIs, you take the CT scans. You go for the labs, you go for the stress tests. You get your cane, walker, other ambulatory devices prescribed. You make sure that you fax in your prescriptions for your cane and walker, or your oxygen tank, or your CPAP. If you're a vet, now's the time to get your linkage, how many percentage points you have of linkage to the VA disability program. Now's the time to get those letters. If you have family members or spouses or friends who are going to write third-party personal letters, or if you want to write a letter, now's the time to write that letter. If you want to get a letter from your doctor talking about your restrictions and limitations, now's the time to do it while the case is quiet, while it's hibernating. You don't have to sit quietly and idly by. You can continue to work your case on your end, so that way, by the time it's assigned, it's ready to go. I'm watching the case. As soon as I get a letter from Social Security or I have noticed that it's been assigned, my staff will jump into action. We will fax in all of the telephone numbers, addresses, and names of your hospitals or doctors to your DDS worker. I just want to let you know that at the application level and at the reconsideration level, Social Security is supposed to request those records on their own. My staff will work with them to secure those records, but they're requested by DDS. Only at the hearing level does my staff actually get in there and request every single record that happens at the hearing level. We'll pay up to $199 per medical record if necessary to secure your records. And if we don't win the case, you don't owe me that money. That's part of the service. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get all the medical records at the hearing level, but at the application level, at the reconsideration level, it's tasked with DDS to get those records. Remember, during this quiet time, during this hibernation time, during this lull or idle period while your case is pending, that is the time for you to get to work and make sure that everything is ready to go so that when it's assigned to someone, we're ready to jump into action. If I can help with anything, you know where to reach me. I'm happy you watched this video. I think it will explain a lot to you as to why the case is taking so long.